Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. In the previous video, I showed you what was possible going all out, which was a two-step using the rotary and a wool pad to remove a large percentage of the defects and imperfections on the trunk lid of this Malibu here, this auction flip car. Let's work on the hood, and now I'm going to show you what's possible with just one step, removing very little, unmeasurable amount of clear coat and leaving behind as much as possible. And you can see the hood here is almost as bad as the trunk lid. Areas that are scratched all the way through the clear that we can improve, and the rest we should be able to remove completely. Let me mask off an area, a test area. Always do test areas on every vehicle you work on. Even if you are comfortable and familiar with the finish, they could have changed or they could have outsourced the clear coat halfway through the year. Anything can happen. Do test areas. The F601 from Kalkchemy is going to be the choice, teaming it up with a Eurofiber pad on a polisher with a 21mm throw. This is the perfect combination for this type of finish. A 2012 era Chevy Malibu is going to have medium to hard clear coat. This will be your go-to. Just like in the previous video with the rotary polisher, the polisher is not screaming on the highest speed setting and it's under control, and I'm moving the polisher fast enough to keep the temperature down and not spiking in one little area there, but also slow enough to let the polish, the compound, and the pad do its work and get the correction done in very few passes. Just guiding the polisher back and forth, not much pressure whatsoever, and I'm in between the third and the fourth speed setting, and now we can edit and speed up the process or this step just for the sake of the length of the video here. In the first video, in the previous video, I promised we would do just as much work and have just as good as results as when we did the two-step process on the trunk lid. And it's close, except for some of the deeper scratches and rock chips. We have removed a huge percentage of the defects and imperfections, letting that gorgeous metallic blue base coat shine through the clear coat. And we just need to repeat this process all the way around the vehicle, and I will give you samples of the correction and results we can get from this combination. We're going to stick with it. Will it be perfect? Absolutely not. Not even close. That's not what we're shooting for. We're shooting for about 90 to 93% removal of the amount of defects, and there are many on this clear. Remember, 2012 clear coat. And clear coat has a half-life of being able to protect the color coat underneath, and it decreases by 50% every 5 years. I'll let you do the math. That's why we want to let as much clear coat behind as possible, because just being a little over 100,000 miles, guys, we can really pile the miles on this, the next owner. And you want the finish to last or maybe outlast the running gear if we can. That's our goal. Before we go any further, on the left where we have not done any correction as of yet, let's get some gloss measurements. Hop on over to the side we've just freshly corrected, and you'll see a huge jump from the high 80s to the upper 90s. All right, let's hop up onto the hood. Again, it looks like every panel, somebody laid a briefcase or something heavy on there and just drug it off. I can't imagine. I mean, other than that, it looks like somebody washed the car with a Brillo pad. In any case, I'm going to pile up quite a few videos on examples of combinations on different types of finishes as a resource that you can come back to. Like this one here is an older vehicle, really hammered, and the next one will probably be the C8 that we're going to prepare that's brand new. I've never gotten a car that hasn't needed some type of protection. So we'll go from an older vehicle that was trashed to next will be a brand new Corvette C8 that just needs to be freshened up, and we can actually improve gloss on new cars by about 15 to 20% before we lay down either a coating or paint protection film. So I'm going to share that as well and give you a couple different options when it comes to correcting brand new vehicles. Coming right up. And just like that, we have the roof, we have the hood, we have the trunk lid corrected. We're moving to the sides of the vehicle, and we can quickly take care of the front and rear bumpers. And we're done. When it comes to these types of auction cars and flip cars, it's going to be either a polymer sealant or something like a entry-level spray coating. We, for the most part, don't use our full-blown professional ceramic coatings on these unless requested by the next owner. And all of the topical, intermediate, and some of the deeper scratches are gone, and just this one that's through the clear coat and the one next to it remains. And you have to really get close to the vehicle now and know where they are, or just be at the right angle at the right time with the right amount of light to pick some of these up. Otherwise, you can see that gorgeous blue is really starting to shine through. To the driver's side door we go, and I don't know if Wolverine or Freddy Krueger drove this Malibu before, but for crying out loud, let's attack that area next with the exact same combination. Guys and gals, if you're going to have 5-inch fingernails or huge Super Bowl rings or Rolex watches, you can request your local detailer for paint protection film for these areas. It will stop gouges like that around the door handle. And with the approval of our furry shop manager, the only thing that remains is a deep gouge right above the handle. Everything else taken care of with that combination. So let's finish up. Take care of the rear quarter and the back door on the driver's side. And that should do it. Just about every panel has an area where there's a gouge or a nick or a scratch all the way through down to the base coat, sometimes down past the primer into the panel itself. We'll do some touch up as well, but for the most part, a huge turnaround. All we have to do is finish up. We did the rear end of the passenger side here from the passenger side rear door and rear quarter panel. And all we have left, two more panels, the passenger side front door, front fender, and we are done. I'm going to finish that up and we'll pull it outside. And there we go. Nowhere near perfection. We can't get that on a vehicle like this where the clear coat is really getting up there in age and it's abused, and it may be abused again. Who knows? It may go through a car wash from now on. So at least we left them enough clear. I would say this finish is now at least acceptable. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments section. I let you a few combinations, one to really go all the way with a two-step, and then another combination that gets you around the vehicle quickly, gives you great results without removing a ton of clear in just one step. Many more of these to come. All I ask in return is to either hit that thumbs up or thumbs down button, the subscription button, and maybe even the notification bell. Brian from Apex Detail, I'll catch you in the next video.